whatsoever, dog.
This is just banter segment, right? This is still banter segment,
I'm
right?
hot.
Are we still in banter segment or what?
And for the life of me, I cannot see why folk really be out there uh wearing hoodies in 90-degree weather.
Can you hear me?
And I hope the certain person I'm talking about right now does show up to the podcast today.
You know he will. You know that, right?
Wait, are you talking?
I,
I accidentally muted the tab, so everything you just said like 10 seconds ago did not get picked up by me.
well, that's just great.
My apologies. I was trying to mute my Facebook tab so that way when I pick click on the podcast and try to at least edit the privacy to where it's being public, it wouldn't get feedback.
So I imagine the call. So tell the people what we're trying to do today.
We're trying not to get mad.
So here, you know what? We're gonna save it for there. Let's get into something else. It is football season. It is. Also, England and the semifinals for the Women's World Cup are set. And the fact that Spain is going to play Sweden and England is going to play host country Australia. Excuse me. Yep. England's going to play host country Australia and Spain is going to play Sweden. The winners of that will play in the final on Sunday at 6 a.m. And what else? Also, speaking of finals, the G1 final is set. If you didn't know that.
Oh shoot, it is.
Yeah. It's Naito, which to the shock of me, it's Naito and Okada in the final. Okada, not really surprising. Naito, kind of surprising. But
he's been kind of under the radar, honestly, if you ask me. Just from
well,
who hasn't been like, I've been seeing stuff, but I haven't been like actively watching.
well, for Naito, it's like Naito. He's been since he won his last G1 6 years ago in 2017.
Leon's live.
Oh boy. So 6 years ago, he won his last G1, and he's been trying to. He said every G1 season, he said he wants to main event at Wrestle Kingdom again, like he's done in the past. He's 0-2 at Wrestle Kingdom main events when he's won the G1. In 2013, he won it. He beat Tanahashi, but lost to Okada at Wrestle Kingdom. And then the last time he main evented, when he won the G1, he faced Okada again and lost. He did get his win back against Okada in a Wrestle Kingdom main event, but he didn't win the G1 to do it because he was already IC champion at the time. So, you know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he got his win back. But yeah, he's gonna. If he wins this one, it will be his third G1, which I think, of recent memory, he has three. He would have three. Ibushi would have had three in a row if he didn't get injured. What was it last year? Okada has won. Okada, if he wins this one, it will be his third because he won 2014. Yeah, he won 2014, 2015. No, he didn't win 2000. Hold on. Let me look it up. Hang on. All right, so yeah, Okada reached the final in 2012, 14, 21, and 22, and he won all of those finals. So he has four. He beat Carl Anderson in 12. He beat Nakamura, Shinsuke Nakamura in 2014. He beat I think either he beat 21 was one Ibushi. Yeah, 21 was the one Ibushi had to forfeit because he destroyed his shoulder on a Phoenix Splash. That was 21, and then he won last year. So yeah. That's what we have going. Okada beat Evil to get to the final. By the way, the crowd was all over Evil. Like I'm pretty sure if Evil won, they would have rioted because Evil's been cheating all tournament. So, and then
cheat to win, baby.
but the crowds, they're not a, you know how Japanese crowds work. But yeah, so.
But cheat to win. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah.
Word to the Patriots.
Tell me about it. But yeah, that's how that's going. Eddie Kingston had a good run. Went 4-3 in his first tournament with wins over Tamatonga, Aaron Hanare, Shingo, and I think Shane Thorne. So yeah, not a bad G1.
Shane Haste?
Yeah, Shane Haste, yeah. Yeah, not a bad G1.
Jack Slack? Football's back.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And pretty soon, 2 weeks, college football will be back. 0 week. 3 weeks, regular season starts.
They're already advertising for Colorado first game.
Yeah, Colorado TCU. In Arlington. Wait, it's in Arlington.
That's gonna be a big one, especially with Prime.
Yep, it's Prime's first game
in the Power 5.
Yep. Cowboys are playing right now. They're down 14-10 in the third.
How is your team looking right now?
Well, Dak didn't. Well, clearly our defense is looking solid. Our defense is solid, but we knew that. I got to see Mozzie Smith. He's wearing number 58. He's right in that interior defensive line position. Sam Williams, who we got last year's playing. Overshawn. I think he was a linebacker. Overshawn is playing. He looks good. Yeah. He's number 33, I think.
Thanks for the follow, Jordan.
Yeah, Overshawn is, should be number 33. As soon as I find him. 35. Yeah, he's a 35, and he's making a statement. Deron Bland, he's shown good. Are you familiar with Josh Butler on TikTok?
Josh Butler, no.
He's a cornerback. He has the two dogs, the two pits, white pits.
Mm-mm.
No, well, we signed him.
That's what's up.
He played at Michigan State. He lost his parents at an early age, and so when senior day for Michigan State, he ran out there with his two dogs.
Oh wow! And
then most of his TikTok is him like racing his dogs in the hallway of his apartment. He's really good. He was in the USFL last year, and made a pretty good impact, big enough impact to get signed by Dallas. So he's a cornerback, and I hope we can keep him because kid's good. Guy's good. But yeah, I was frustrated. Because we're using Deuce Vaughn as a return guy instead of a running back. But now, granted, I turned the game off. But the last time he was in the game, he was a return guy for kickoffs and punts, which was frustrating to see. But you know.
So what that tells me, because that's not really an indictment on him, what they think of him in the long run, because I'm gonna say you're a guy that we initially drafted as a special teams guy, Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett was initially drafted to be our kick returner, and Tyler Lockett has been wide receiver 1 and now wide receiver 2 since DK Metcalf has become wide receiver 1. So that's not really a bad thing for him. It does get him involved more. Because I haven't heard if they are not expecting to have Tony Pollard by week 1.
Well, he was on the bench. So, but we don't know.
Okay,
I don't know. But I saw him out there.
Ready? What is the running back room looking like right now? You got
we got Deuce Vaughn, Tony Pollard, um, Rico Dowdle, Ronald Jones.
Okay, so Ronald Jones is going to be number 6.
Oh, we got a white guy at running back. I'm sorry. It's like
he runs the football.
It's true. It's true.
It's not a white man runs the football.
Brother, his name is Hunter Lupke.
Hunter Lupke?
Yeah, he went to North Dakota State.
Oh, that's what's up.
He's had a couple carries in the game.
But still, that's not a white man runs the football.
Yeah, it is. It is. I hope we can keep him around, you know. But yeah, yeah.
How's your brother doing? Speaking of football, how's your brother doing up in Maryland? I have somebody on my TikTok right now. Her brother is a defensive back for the Commanders.
Ooh, nice. But our running backs right now are beyond Tony Pollard, Malik Davis, Rico Dowdle, Ronald Jones, Hunter Lepke, Deuce Vaughn. Those are our running backs on our roster right now.
So yeah, Deuce Vaughn would be 3 or 4.
And hang on, Deuce and Hunter are both rookies. Malik and Rico are in their second and fourth year. Malik is in his second year. Rico is in his fourth. Ronald Jones is in his sixth. Because I think we got Ronald from like Chicago, I think.
Was he in Chicago?
I think he was somewhere.
I know he was in Tampa when they won the Super Bowl.
He's either in Tampa or
But after the Super Bowl, I don't know if he was still. If he was, I know that they had what's the dude from LSU?
Oh, Kansas City. Ronald Jones was just in Kansas City.
Okay.
Where he won a Super Bowl. Like literally just won.
So he has 2 rings then.
Yes.
Because he won one with Tampa Bay when they blew out Kansas City.
Wait, no, well he should. Hang on.
He should have 2 rings.
He should, because he was because I'm looking at his recent games, and his last game says it's with the he must have been injured in the Super Bowl then.
More than likely.
Because I'm looking at his
either that or he was
looking at his like career, and I'm looking at his career, and then it said the last game he played in was the Bengals game when they won 23-20 with the Chiefs. So
was that the championship game?
Yeah.
Well, he still would have been the third back on that team either way, because you had Clyde.
Yeah.
You had what's the dude wearing number 10?
Hill.
Not
Hill. I know who you're thinking of. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I can't think of his name right now, but
I know who you're talking about though.
I know he's a dog.
He is a dog. But I mean, I like us. I think we're going to be Pacheco, Isaiah Pacheco.
There it is.
Yeah, I think like I said, our defense is solid. Our defense looks solid, but I just want us to I hope we make the right decisions when it comes to cuts and so forth.
Yeah,
because I like Deuce on. I don't want us to do
what round was he drafted in?
Deuce, he was drafted in the 6th. Hold on, he was drafted late. I know that. Yeah, he was drafted late.
I think he'll be fine. He'll probably start off with that special teams role, and God forbid.
I nailed it. He was drafted in the 6th.
God forbid if it happens to the guys above him in the depth chart, he'll probably get some time.
Hey, his birthday's a day before mine. How about that?
We'll see how he does if he gets the opportunity, though.
I hope he does well. I hope every rookie we keep does well. I hope so. But some of them are saying like Mozzie Smith is definitely staying. Overshawn's definitely staying. But it's definitely we got DeRon Bland back there in the secondary, which isn't bad, but like Miles Brooks, DeRon Bland, Trevon Diggs, Stephon Gilmore, CJ Godwin.
Your secondary is gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Especially adding Stephon.
Yeah.
The only thing is when it comes down to Trayvon, it is going to be a situation of a play is going to be made, whether it's Trevon Diggs making the play or the play being made on Trevon Diggs.
Yeah, I'm saying I just want him. I just hope he starts playing ball more versus player, or player versus ball.
I think he will because the cornerback position is a lot more difficult than a lot of people really think about, and a lot of these dudes do get better with age. So we'll see. I like Trevon Diggs. Like I told
Oh
you,
yeah,
I wanted Trevon Diggs when he was a rookie.
yeah, from LSU. Yeah, when he came out of LSU, man was a ball hawk.
I kept telling you, man, I want to see how to pick him. I want to see how to get him. I want to see how to get him. Um, let's see. My team did pretty solid in their first game. No Gino for real. There was some signs that in the event that something bad happens to where Gino is not playing well, what's his name? Drew Lock, he looked pretty solid.
Really?
He looked pretty solid. He did throw a really bad pick, but outside of that, he did look pretty fine. He looked all right. Who do we play? Vikings. We
Yeah, I
won.
did see a little bit of that.
We got this dude named Jack Bobo had a nice touchdown catch.
That's good.
So it's gonna be interesting because I know that our backfield is kind of dealing with some injury issues right now. But once they're healthy, I think we have a really good 1-2 punch. Gino has more weapons with the addition of JSN. The defense looks like they've added some things. Oh, speaking of defense, Bush, what's his name?
Devin.
Devin Bush. He
Yeah.
made a lot of really good plays yesterday.
Really?
Thursday. He made some really good plays Thursday, and I think now that he's starting to get healthier from all the injuries that he had in Pittsburgh, he might be ready for resurgence, especially being in the linebacker position with one of the greatest Seahawks ever in Bobby Wagner. It's our defense is really. I think we're going to see a lot of strides forward with our defense this year. Just looking at all the pieces that they added, how well Devin Bush played yesterday. I didn't know he was wearing 0.
Yeah, you can do that now.
Yeah, I knew, but I didn't see any news about us having somebody wearing 0 because I know Blitz wears 0 for us. So I didn't know they were going to take Blitz's number from him.
Did y'all have your mascot?
Yes.
I forgot that's what his number was. So did Blitz change his number?
That is a good question. I need to see because I know Blitz would not be. I don't think he'd be too happy knowing that somebody took his number that he's been wearing for forever, basically. Personally, for me, I wouldn't be happy.
I think. Speaking of Blitz, my favorite sport. You remember those This Is Sports Center commercials?
No.
You don't remember those? Those
No.
like humorous commercials where they would have like athletes interacting like in an office setting?
I don't.
So one of them they had like, for example, when Calvin Johnson was called Megatron, not that he's still not Megatron. Anyway, they had Calvin Johnson as like Megatron. You know, Megatron's a transformer.
Yeah.
So he was talking to somebody, and then he said, "Hey," and he was like, "Hey, I was never here." Right? He disappeared. The screen goes off. You hear like the transformer sound, and then you see him transformed into a vending machine.
Mm-hmm.
And then the camera comes back around. He transforms again back to a human, or like, well, anyway, for Blitz, they had one where it was like. Remember when y'all played remember when the Seahawks played the Broncos in the Super Bowl?
Oh, 43-8, baby.
Yeah, so they had
yeah, I'd never forget that.
So they had like the Broncos mascot Miles get into the elevator, right?
Yeah.
They had him get into the elevator. And so he's standing there and he's talking with one of the anchors and he said, "You excited for the big game?" "Yeah." And then the elevator's closing and a hand stops the door and Blitz walks in. And Blitz and Miles start staring each other down, and then he like knocks the binder knocks the binder out of Miles's hands. Miles leans out to go pick it up. He's about to walk out. He hits all the buttons in the elevator.
Oh Lord!
And then they start chasing after each other in the office. I don't know why. It's funny.
I do not remember those.
You really don't remember any of those?
Not a single one. But you got to remember, I didn't do a lot of watching Sports Center anyway.
Well, it's not. It wasn't. They weren't even Sports Center. It was like mostly just commercials that would pop up on ESPN.
I didn't watch ESPN like that.
Well, then you missed out because that's what I was doing.
How do I put this?
I think maybe it's because that's where I wanted to work.
ESPN has felt the same for quite a while. I know a lot of people like to highlight the downfall of ESPN as over the last few years, but really the downfall of ESPN really happened for me well before I graduated high school.
Where do you think it was? Was it when they did that thing with LeBron?
Honestly, not to sound like a hater.
That was it, wasn't it?
More than
was it.
That was around the time.
No, because I remember that, and I remember thinking it was at a time where I wasn't big into basketball. Like I said, I've never been the only basketball team I've been a fan of is really Duke. Like really been a fan of was Duke.
You like the Suns a little bit.
Yeah, but that was only. But I mostly like the Suns. I mostly like the Suns because that's where Steve Nash was.
So they are evidently going to be retiring Sean Marion's and Amari Stoudemire's jerseys.
Sean Marion shouldn't get anything retired because of that ugly ass jump shot.
No, Sean Marion's jump shot should be in the Hall of Fame.
That's a hot take.
That is a hot take, and now I'm going to stand by it. This man's jump shot.
It's the worst thing ever.
In the Hall of Fame, just because of how ugly it looked.
It's the worst thing ever.
The shot was still wet, though.
It's heinous. And if you're regarding Sean Marion and he pulled up with that jump shot and hit that in your face, you should be ashamed. You should be angry.
I would have quit on the spot. I would have. What's that quarterback that quit, that retired at half?
I think it was.
Oh my gosh, what's that?
Was that Vontae Davis?
Vontae Davis, yep, that's him.
I think he was playing for either the Colts or the Bills, but he retired.
It was the Bills.
Yeah, he was playing. I think they were playing the Colts.
A clean Vontae Davis. It was like,
and
y'all got it.
And then because they said I heard the story because he called his brother because his brother was about to play a game. And he called him, was like, "Yeah, I'm retiring." He's like, "What are you?" He's like, "Where are you going?" You got a hold of the half. He's like, "Yeah, I'm retired." He's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "You got a whole other half." That man retired.
All the Lakers out of put a Jay Uso. I'm out the Lakers. I'm out the Western Conference. I'm out the NBA. Yeah. Deuces, ooses.
No, but it was. I remember watching that. Here's what's crazy about that. I went to my aunt's house. My aunt at the time she liked LeBron. Well, she still likes LeBron. She more likes Curry now. Anyway, I went over there, and I remember watching this with my family, and I was in it because of it's sports, but at the same time, I'm like, I was waiting for more. Like, is this really what we're waiting for? I did see something. Speaking of which, I saw something interesting on TikTok. Somebody did like a 2K simulation, I think, or where they bid. It was either simulation or they played it. They did LeBron's career in reverse. So he gets drafted by the Lakers at 18 and goes backwards to where he plays what year is this with the Lakers?
This is pandemic, lost to the Suns. No, missed the playoffs, pandemic, lost to the Suns. Did we miss the playoffs a year after that? Yeah, we missed the playoffs. This year. So this is year 6 with the Lakers.
Okay, so it's he gets drafted there, plays the 6 seasons with the Lakers, right? Then he goes to Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
He goes to Cleveland.
Goes to Miami.
Yeah, then he goes to Miami, then goes back to Cleveland.
Okay, I get it there.
So basically, right now, if they played that right now in his career, so they did all the things he's still 18, he gets drafted by the Lakers, Kobe and LeBron are still there. right? Right? Kobe and LeBron are still there.
Right.
They win.
This would be the year that Kobe was in court.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's wild because Darko Milicic just really got a ring for being trashed.
Huh.
That
No,
man
but so they did that, and then they had so it was him, it was Kobe, Shaq, and LeBron.
Carl. No,
but I'm saying, but I know it was also Carl and also Derek Fisher,
Gary Payton too.
Gary Payton, all that. Yeah.
That lineup. Hold on, just pause for a second because now that lineup is crazy. So Gary's at the 1,
right?
Gary at 2,
right? Lamar
at 3.
Lamar Odom.
No, Lamar wasn't there yet. Lamar was still, I want to say, on the Clippers. Okay. Lamar didn't get there until 05.
Okay.
So then Ron's at 3. That horrible person, Karl Malone's at 4.
He is a terrible person.
And then Shaq at the 5.
Right.
And then Rick Fox.
Off the bench.
I think Derek Fisher's also in the team.
Yeah, off the bench, too.
We may have still had Samaki Walker. Dang. That would have been wild.
But I think they had him winning like 3 championships in not in a row, but in that like 2 or 3 championships. Then he goes to Cleveland. It was really interesting. It was pretty interesting. Here, I'm gonna find it for you and send it to you. But I remember everything. It was very interesting perspective on his career. Very interesting perspective.
So, I told you I was mad today.
Yes. You said you were disrespected. How?
I was blatantly disrespected today.
How?
So you remember last time we were up here, and we had Leon up here.
Yeah.
And then there was one person in the Twitch chat that made a statement of who I allegedly look like. And this person that I allegedly look like was the alleged ex-boyfriend of Mr. Krabs' daughter. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about angry reactions.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I was on the floor. That was hilarious.
Well, I swear, if you're on the floor now.
Oh, I'm not. I'm sitting right here.
Oh, no. Once I tell you the story, if you find yourself on the floor, I will be over to your house with a steel chair. I have no problem. I will treat you like The Rock did Mankind in '99.
This page is really interesting. There's another video. Side note: there's another video that says this dude swapped LeBron and Steph and Curry's career.
Oh, these are gamers. I've seen quite a bit of things like that though.
Yeah,
they'll do revisiting years. So in Madden, there's a guy that started from 05 and went all the way with the draft classes. The draft classes are accurate, and they get drafted and this, that, and third. So that's nothing new. But for this situation, I went to DSW.
Okay.
In Suffolk.
All right.
I found me some shoes. Actually, I like them. But this guy, he's walking around. He's in a button-up shirt and shorts. I want to say he had a bow tie on. So I was like, oh, I know this guy. He's about to ask me to clean my windshields. I ain't got no money for him, but I respect the hustle. So he's asking. I get out the car. He comes and asks me. I was like, nah, sir, I'm good. And then he looks at me. He's like, have you ever seen angry? Do you know who angry reactions are? I was like, don't you do it. Don't you dare. You look like him. I hate it here.
This is a random dude.
Straight random. Disrespecting me while I'm trying to shop.
So, all right, here, I'll give you this.
First of all, Leon, how do I do that? Because how do I have redirect on? Please let me know.
I love how his new thing is just invading our podcast like it's DJ.
This dude was just live. Did he just end the stream?
He probably
No, he's probably watching us right now while we are like. Hold on a second.
He's streaming. He's
probably still streaming, and he's
streaming, but he's like put a pause on his stream. He's like, hang on, I'm gonna go raid these guys right quick.
No, he's probably watching us, and then his whole chat is watching us at the same time. Hi, Leon's chat.
How y'all doing?
And he just heard that entire story.
He's about to come on. He's coming for flames. That's what he's.
No, because I still have to sit here and bully him, but I can't do it too much because more of the story does it too, and then I'm not trying to have her on my case because I can't do it to Louisiana people on my head because they like to walk around in 90-degree weather wearing hoodies.
Okay.
Because he just posted, he tweeted.
No, I saw it.
Well, we didn't talk about this situation last week, so let's talk about it now.
All right, let's talk. Which situation?
So we were in Detroit.
Yes.
Watching Kai Cenat.
There, they gave Deuce the ball finally. Jesus.
Oh, you're happy. But the whole Kai Cenat situation. We were in New York. Not New York, Detroit. We didn't go to New York.
Oh, he scored.
See? I told you you'd be fine. So, what are your thoughts on the whole Kai Cenat situation with everything going on before I give my take?
Well,
he's still alive.
I don't know. My thing with it was I don't know what drives people to want to cause chaos. But then again, I remember we're human, and that's like a natural part of humanity.
You don't, sir.
So when I saw that, when I heard about it, I'm like, okay. My first thought was, who's Kai Cenat? Then I saw the video, and I'm like, oh, that's who that is. The second thing I thought is there's...
Is on now? No.
Second thing I thought was like, there's no way this guy has that much influence to where a lot of people are going to want to come see him. Then I also thought you're wrong because social media. But then my other thing was, couldn't it have just been easier to do it online? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did, but then again, but truthfully, that was my take after the fact because initially I didn't care. I actually still don't care. I don't know why this is such a big deal. I don't because I understand, like, I get why some people are like, well, why is he being brought on charges for inciting a riot? It's like, well, he didn't incite the riot. I know he didn't incite the riot, but when you tell people how that, hey, I have this free thing that's hard to get in a place where there's a lot of potential for chaos, a lot of combustible elements, you know what I mean? Because it's New York, you're in, I don't know what part of New York he was in.
It looked like the city. Looked like New York City.
So he's in New York City. He's probably in a well-populated area, right?
Yeah.
So, well, it's New York City. All of it, most of it's all populated. So, and then you're calling all these people who, like you said, clearly he has a big fan base because a lot of people showed up to want this free thing because PS5s are hard to get.
Yeah.
Especially, and then you tell them, here, I'm giving away for free. Like, I don't know what else you thought was going to happen. And that's leaving the obvious out of it.
The obvious is you are bringing a bunch of people in here that honestly,
I'm saying leaving the obvious of like, oh, you're bringing a bunch of black people in an area and giving them free stuff. That's the obvious. Leaving that out of it, because I imagine if you did that for anything anybody says, hey, you put on anywhere on Facebook, I'm giving away free PS5s. I imagine like that amount of people. You could do that anywhere in the country. I imagine that amount of people are going to show up.
Yeah. And here's my thing. I do believe that Kai Cenat had the right intent, had good intentions in his heart when
Right.
he decided to do this. That is
Right.
not my problem. The
Right.
problem comes in where you basically don't cover your angle side. Even if he told them to go, that doesn't mean they had to act the way. I'm about to get to that in a second. But when we see in a lot of these cities where crowds, anytime I see a crowd, I'm already not going to do it. We went to Detroit, and right before we got to the line, there was a strange backpack right beside us.
Yeah.
And I immediately saw you. And this is what I'm bringing up here is why I don't like crowds as it is.
I don't either. Well, you saw me.
And before you knew it, there's Bomb Squad walking right past us.
Literally walked right past us.
So when you bring a bunch of people around without making sure you have NYPD or whatever police department is around, let people know, hey, look, I want to do this, but I don't want anything to go down wrong.
Right.
When you don't do that, then this is what happens, because
also
there are people who do not care about your good intentions. They want to cause chaos wherever they go.
Right. Also, something else another thing he probably got fined for. The reason why he probably got detained is because he was probably there without a permit. I know that's soft, but I mean,
you gotta dot your I, cross your T's. There it is.
You're giving away, like I said, you're giving away free in a public area. It's like people are gonna like wonder what you're doing there. And I imagine if he did have a permit and he did go to like whatever precinct was in the area, he was like, "Hey, I'm doing this." It could have been less or more. Who knows?
Huh? But here's the thing: you say I'm giving out free stuff. I only got 10. Do you think only 15 are coming?
No. 100 are coming, and 100 are coming. 100 are coming, and like 10 of them are going to get it. The others are going to fight for it.
Right. We've seen this so many times, and I know Kai is young and dumb, which is a thing, and hopefully he will learn from this situation. Right. But we've seen it. I'm almost 30 years old, and I've seen so many times where we've had stories about these kids out trying to buy a pair of Jordans or buy this or that, the third, where it's such a high demand with low supply. People get mad because they can't get it and don't know how to react to it, and they resort to violence.
Yes.
Never fails. And you have these...
It happened with PS5s. It happened with the Popeyes chicken sandwich, which
we had so many stories about Popeyes having fights in and outside the restaurant.
Just
wild. And honestly, an overrated piece of chicken.
It was overrated. I had it, and I was like,
I can make a better chicken sandwich in my home kitchen. You're right. Young dudes got a good head on their shoulders sometimes, but at the same time, this is where a lot of these young dudes need guidance from an older father figure. I know it's not as fun, but he should have just held a contest.
Well, because all right, so shout out to our brother Chisel Adonis, right? So what he does, he has a hot mic.
Yes.
And what he does is he announces, like he has a contest like every couple of months. Like I think it's mostly after football season or around basketball time.
He's gonna have one soon too.
Yeah, but I'm saying what he does is he'll have it, and he'll like you got to do something through Hot Mic to where you can get in. Because like one of the things I think you have to do is in order to qualify is subscribe to his Hot Mic.
Right.
You got to do that, and then you got to do. I forgot something else you got to do, but he'll mail it to you. Like he'll announce the winner. Like he just announced the winner. Like I think about a couple months ago.
He just won something from him last week because he was on in the clutch.
Right.
And it was like, hey, I just sent you $100.
Yeah.
No, it's $500 actually, but still.
Yeah.
So
But
there are ways to go about his good intentions.
yes,
His method was just trash,
yes.
and now it's going to come out of it's going to come off on him because this is his responsibility. So they're going to say he incited a riot. He's not going to. I don't think he's going to go to jail. He's going to pay a hefty.
No, I don't. No, because it's not like it's not like a Playboy Cardi thing where you got somebody up front, raging and stuff. It's not him.
Yeah,
But it was more so like he was there, chaos ensued, he got caught in the middle.
like he's a goofball, but then again, most young kids are goofballs. Like you've been around my brother a lot,
Yeah.
and you know he can be real goofy.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. Do you think the publicity he got will still help his career?
Well, considering the fact that nowadays the thing is, like, I guess we're living in an age where getting arrested is a flex. I don't think this is the flex, getting arrested for what he got, getting detained. Well, first of all, he didn't get arrested, he got detained. So this is not the flex I think people want, or not or want, but I don't think this is first of all, it shouldn't be a flex.
It should,
but people are weird and they will consider it a flex, but it's.
I will say yes, but for how long?
Yeah, because
we've seen. Have you ever noticed a lot of people who get popular off of like shock value stuff? They don't last long.
Yeah, like I noticed that too. I noticed that with
And I know you like his music.
With who?
I know you like his music and everything.
Who?
But Lil Nas X.
Well, no. I was about to get to that because his music is good, but and I understand, like, I was like, I haven't thought about him. I haven't thought about like what he's doing in
right.
Because mostly because I'm not invested in celebrities' lives like that.
Well, that as well. But when you really rely on making headlines off of shock value, it's only a amount of time that you have to really be in that limelight. Like I just said, Lil Nas X, 6ix9ine, Lil Pump.
Like I don't even know where Lil Pump is. I mean,
last time I saw Lil Pump, he was with Trump for his rally. That man went off the grid as soon as that rally was over.
I'm sure.
First of all, Trump called him Little Pimp,
which is, but then him, and then I haven't seen.
Yes, people know him now, and he did.
I haven't seen the last publicity. Like I noticed, like it's them, and then it's a lot of other art, celebrities like that.
Shut up, Leon.
Who are now off the grid. Like you said, last time I saw Danielle Bregoli, she was getting beat up by somebody. She getting into a fight or something. I don't know how long ago.
She's off the grid doing her OF stuff now. So
well, that and whatever, or like you said, Lil Pump. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen. I don't know what is Playboy Cardi still touring?
Is Playboy Cardi still making music?
Huh?
Is Playboy Cardi still making music?
Exactly. Like I don't even know. Lil Baby's off the grid.
But Lil Baby's not really a shock value person.
I know, but I'm saying. But my point about it was saying like, is all these people who like the point is it's a trend.
Yeah.
Like shock value. Like I know we're talking about shock value, but you're looking at all these people who have their time in the limelight, and then it's not even getting shifted. It's just they're just fading into oblivion.
Shock value. Are you familiar with this whole situation with this Little Tay person?
I know, and I remember her popping up because of cultural appropriation. That's why I saw. Is that right?
She was like the youngest flex or something like that.
Yeah, but if
that
it
must have been on my side of TikTok. So
well, it wasn't on my side either because I don't care. But also at the same point, I did see it. It was trending, and I was like, it goes back to what we talked about in Detroit. I don't understand. And maybe some people in Leon's chat, maybe in some of the invaders from Leon's chat can help me. Like, I don't understand why are we so invested in people's lives like this? I don't understand it.
Maybe because their lives are so boring that they had nothing else to do but invest in somebody else's life.
Because because we talked about this before. Like, I like Killer Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I enjoy his music. I enjoy his every time he's on a podcast, I have to listen to it. But for the most part, what he's doing day to day, I'm not out of. I don't know or care about. For all I know, right now he's on tour, which I think he's actually on tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only reason I know this is because every time I hop on Instagram, he's in a different city advertising for a show. But I'm not invested in, like, you know, what is he doing? What did he eat for breakfast? What's he gonna wear today? That kind of thing. I don't understand how we are so subscribed to people's lives like that. I haven't understood it. I can't understand it.
It's the paparazzi lifestyle, and this is not a new phenomenon.
It's not,
honestly, because I mean, I feel like there are ways that the older generations did that were very weird behavior, like passing out because Michael Jackson's looking.
Oh, like, bro,
that's weird. Well, that you really look at it.
That's a great point. The circus did just move to the internet.
You're right.
That's exactly what happened. But no, you're right. Like, 'cause think about it. I imagine Elvis was a thing. People were going crazy. James Brown, the Temptations, all these people in these crowds were going crazy, and it had to smell crazy in there because
it's so funny how you brought all that stuff up, because I was over my granddad's house. What did I go over there? I went over there to tell his wife happy birthday.
Okay.
And so then we started talking about, because I was telling about when I went to Detroit and all these people. He was like, I could never. I was like, Granddad, your generation had some of the same situations going on too. And then his wife was
situations as in like
people going to see all these people in like large crowds.
Oh yeah.
And it's to the point where, I don't know if you saw, there was somebody that basically quit their job because they didn't get PCO or time. They didn't get approved.
Oh yeah, I saw
to go see Beyonce.
I saw that. Like, there's no.
I'm sorry, but that might be a Ooga Booga like champion.
That couldn't be me. Look, I love Run the Jewels and Rage Against the Machine. Do you know what I did? You know what I didn't do to go to that concert in DC?
Quit your job.
I didn't quit my job to go to that concert.
I love my job.
Those are two of my favorite artists. I was not going to quit my job, mostly because I got the tickets at a good price.
And maybe I'm not the one to talk about it, because I do indeed love my job. But I would never quit my job. J. Cole's my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
J. Cole, let's say J. Cole has a concert in like South Carolina, and I would have to leave school and I don't have any time off. I'm gonna just go ahead and bite and take the L and not see Cole.
Right. Like, here's the thing. That is not.
This is what's wrong with the society now. This is wrong with the society now.
What?
I remember a coworker got fired because they called in sick to see Mayweather and Pat.
Did they go to the fight?
Yes.
And
here's the thing. If you're going to call in sick, don't take pictures and don't make yourself visible in somewhere you're not supposed to be at.
Like, for real. Like,
I
that's
think
not
how many people I've seen when they called in sick. And the next thing you know, they're live on Instagram or something like that at some function.
It's not a good flex.
What are we doing? Like I told Leon, stupid people make the world go round.
Somehow.
The world relies on stupid people. Most of his videos are because of stupid people, and we use the podcast to talk about stupid people. So, like I said, stupid people make the world go round. Before we get into this complex situation, I did have an article I wanted to talk about.
Which article? Do you want to talk about the other? Do you want to talk about the other thing?
What's the other thing?
I sent you.
What's
the empathy situation?
Empathy situation regarding
Sexy Red.
Oh yeah. We're talking about Sexy Red. Now, first off, I need to go ahead and say what we're going to say here is not a. This isn't excusing any of her behavior.
No.
But
we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep it brief. We're gonna keep this brief,
right?
Because we got something else to get to.
For somebody who has studied psychology in college, it is always important for me to know why people act the way they do, especially like Robert Sylvester. We know his backstory and what could have attributed to his leading to his behaviors as an adult, which are inexcusable. And now we have found out that Sexy Red was she was great as a child. And the part that really bugged me is I want to say Yachty. Was that Yachty up there?
Yeah, it was Lil Yachty.
It was Yachty and some other dudes. After she said it, they just kind of laughed.
All right, what I'm about to say is not a defense of them laughing. Because I've been in situations like that. Now, let me finish. Now, it's not a.
Look up.
It's like a shock value kind of thing. That's like an internal thing where it's like you hear something, you're not sure you heard correctly, and you're not sure how to react to it. So you do what's kind of instinctual, not because it's funny, but it's just kind of instinct. Because like me, I like to laugh, So when even when I know when I'm getting roasted, even though naturally to some people that hurts, that really makes them sad or whatever. To me, I'm laughing along with them because to me that's funny because I love jokes, even if the jokes are on me. So I instinctually laugh. Or when I'm in something highly stressful, I if I'm I was taking out these nails out of the wall in my room earlier to take down the curtain rod, and I couldn't get the nail out, and it was pressuring me. So I started to laugh. Like I had to take a break and just took a deep breath. Then I just started to laugh to myself a bit. You know what I mean? That's what I think happened here.
Okay.
That's what I think happened.
I can see that. And I'm gonna let them have that.
That's why I think, mind you, I don't know, but that's what I think happened. But I could also say it's definitely one of those things where it's like I said, wait. It's like you're like, wait a minute, like see, I'm kind of doing it now. It's like,
yeah.
You see, wait, did you just say what did you just say? You know what I mean?
I don't think it really resonated with her,
right?
And that's where the disconnect happens,
right?
And it's just an unfortunate disconnect,
right?
And back to the whole situation with her past. This is why we need to make the time for people who have been in these situations to properly heal, because what happens is these people don't properly heal, and then they
take it out on the world
that typically you probably wouldn't that. And honestly, I think I put on my Twitter, I said I wouldn't be surprised if more people have this story within the industry. Think about all the people who people have judged as being unruly or whatever description you want to say.
Right.
There's always a story behind what we don't see.
Right. It's a typical. It's the reason, and I think as somebody who loves fiction, a lot of fiction, it it's like a villain origin story. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah,
necessarily these people are villains, but most of the time when you see most villains, in reality they're actually victims.
yeah.
You know
And
what I mean?
we can still call out the behaviors and say this
Yes.
is not the way to go.
Right.
Always keep in mind that somebody's background is what a lot of times is showing.
Yes.
But in order to really fix that problem, we have to address
Situations.
the situation of why.
Right.
And if I really believe if somebody would have addressed the situation with Robert, maybe we wouldn't have had the cults that he has had and all the Aaliyah situation and all that stuff.
Although
Same thing
I
with
mean, all right.
Sexy Red here.
Although in Robert's situation, if somebody did fix it, we wouldn't have got. And I know this is supposed to be a serious moment, but we
The
wouldn't have
classic.
gotten that hilarious interview.
See, I was just thinking about the classics that he made, though. I don't care about that interview.
I'm sorry. No, because like I
Honestly,
was
you know what? I still
no,
watch
because
Trapped in the Closet to this day.
no, because I think about it, and I'm sorry if that sounds bad, but like that interview, I right after Jay lost, I think I showed it to you. I think I even sent it to you. Right after Jay lost, it said Jay Uso, and it's like it's Robert in the interview. It's like I need somebody to help me not have a big heart. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, I
Not
know.
have a big heart because people. I can't. Hold on. Let me let me find it because it's.
But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get to this thing because I want to see what you think.
Let me find it first. Let me find that thing because I couldn't help but laugh at it.
While you find that, I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about this situation here so we can get to the top 50. So the the headline here is Google negotiating with Universal Music Group on AI deepfake tool. A significant development could be on the horizon in the music industry's efforts to grapple with the impacts of AI as a tech giant, and a pair of music industry leaders are reportedly in talks on an AI music licensing agreement. Alphabet, the parent company of Google, is in the early stages of negotiating with UMG over a tool to let fans create deepfake songs using artists' voices and music through a legitimate process that will see artists who opt into the program receive royalties, according to a report by the Financial Times, citing four sources familiar with the talks. The outlet noted that Warner Music is also in discussions with Google for a similar tool.
Well, the good news is, all right. So what that sounds like to me, the good news is, I could finally that uh make that Griselda Run the Jewels collab album. I've been recently thinking about. That's the good news. The bad news is it won't have a soul because it's AI.
That's my thing. Because now it's like,
But you can't deny a Run the Jewels and Griselda like collab album. Like
this is my issue with AI. It's
it
going
would
too
be
far
fine.
too quick.
Yes, we're
It's going way too far too quick.
like
Now we've seen where people have made deep fakes of people saying stuff. Like I saw this one deep fake of Mandy Rose, basically shooting on her time in WWE, and it was like, one, she doesn't talk like this. It sounded like her, but she doesn't talk like this.
the most I've seen is I haven't seen that. The most I've seen is people taking various characters and putting them over songs. Like somebody did General Grievous from Star Wars singing X Gonna Give It to You, which sounds kind of dope.
And we seen it so much because you just sent me. It was so funny because right before we started the pod, you sent me one where
SpongeBob,
SpongeBob,
Patrick,
Patrick, and all them were doing
I
his
Choose
national
You.
players anthem,
Yeah,
and I was like, "Yo, this is tough."
right.
But I still don't. Even then, I still don't like where we're going right now.
Yeah, it's a lot too fast.
It's a
It's a lot
lot
too
going
fast.
on, and I think, well, who was it? Was it Ice Cube? He was like, "This should be illegal."
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now what I'm getting from what I just read here is, let's say Uzi. Uzi don't feel like making music this week. They can say, all right, bet we don't need you to make the music anyway. We'll make it for you. And so now they can make songs with your voice that you would never make.
It just feels wrong. Just feels off.
So now J. Cole, you could hypothetically take J. Cole's voice and make a song to the sound of like making a song that sounds like something that, what's one of these trash rappers that these kids listen to now? K Flock would sound like.
Yeah.
So imagine J. Cole rapping like K Flock.
Oh
One, I don't listen to K Flock for one, or Didi Osama.
You just made that up.
I swear I'm not. That is seriously a rapper.
What? Oh, so while we're on that topic, are we done with this? Because I have a follow-up question with this. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Go away.
So I have a question. Hip hop has survived 50 years. 50 years of hip hop this year.
Yes, Lord.
Is it going to make it another 50 years? Or is what happened to hip hop going to happen to rock? What happened to rock going to happen to hip hop? Because a lot of people have been saying rock is dead, which I don't believe that, but
they also said hip hop was dead like 10 years ago.
They did say that. When
they've been saying R&B is dead for the last 5 years.
Yeah. So is that relative? It's relative at this point, isn't it?
I don't know if hip hop is going to be in the light that it is 50 years from now. Will it die? No. But I don't know if hip hop is going to be the number one genre in the world in 50 years.
Oh, certainly not in 50 years. No.
So Stone and Scary says, I would think parts will, but not all of it. I would ask you, what parts of it do you think will be?
I hope the parts I like are, i.e., the intellectual parts of it.
I think
that's mind you,
that's the part that will stay alive.
And mind you, that's not bias. That's just saying I'm thinking about what I hear in those parts.
I mean, if you think about what sub-genre hip hop has basically survived all 50 years, it has been the conscious rap.
Yes.
So we had party rap, we've had bounce, we've had trap, we've had crap. But the Coles, the Killer Mikes, the Black Thoughts, the KRS-Ones, Public Enemy, I think that
the De La Soul.
I think that De La Soul, Q-Tip,
or a Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to try. Though that is probably going to last. I think the real will always stand. The real is always going to stand. That's why you see, and I told you, the OGs are carrying hip hop this year.
Yeah.
The best albums this year are from dudes that have been rapping since the early 2000s.
Killer Mike.
At the shortest amount of time.
Killer Mike and
Nas.
And who?
Nas.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
Nas and Killer Mike are carrying hip hop right now this year, in my honest opinion.
Whether people want to admit it or not, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what's happened.
The rest of it has not been up to par, in my opinion. This has been probably one of the weakest years in hip hop for me.
I will say this: No Name dropped the album, but the only reason I listened to it is because it had a feature with Jay Electronica, and the song was actually
the production on that is amazing.
On No Names,
it just is so boring.
No, like I said, her album.
Oh my gosh! Yes,
her album.
Yes.
Like I said, the only reason it popped up because I'm familiar with No Name, and then the only song I listened to was that song that featured Jay Electronica. And that was it.
It's crazy because it was a few years ago. She got mad because only white people were evidently showing up to her concerts.
I mean,
And I'm like, I listen to some real dope rappers who can spit, like Saba.
yeah.
But when I saw Saba in concert, that joke was hype. When No Name is like, No Name is the type of artist that I would go to like a open mic night for.
That's crazy.
And I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying that she's not good, because she can rap,
Right.
but it's like she does spoken word.
That is what it sounded like.
Like her music's more
but it
like
was good though.
word.
I like spoken word though.
I do too. And sometimes I will catch I will vibe to her music in my car.
Like I don't even have 4 albums of the year yet.
Sometimes I don't feel like listening to people talk about socialism all the time. So then I'm like, all right, this is enough.
Yeah, like here are my albums of the year right now. Magic 2 is number 1.
Who is that?
Nas.
Okay.
Killer Mike, Michael. Terrace Martin, Fine Tune.
I still need to listen to that.
Bro, it's and then Larry June, The Great Escape.
Shoot! I have not listened to Larry June's album yet.
That came out in March. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm tripping.
Now, what I'm waiting for is West Side Gun is releasing, and then
dropping this year too. That's the crazy part.
West Side is releasing, and then he's releasing his follow up to Pray for Paris, which is called, and then You Pray for Me, and then Pray for Me, yeah, and then Benny the Butcher.
West Side Gun.
Huh?
We really got a picture with West Side Gun.
Bro, that's crazy. And then Benny the Butcher is releasing a new album as well. And Conway's been busy too. So
I'm hoping that Cole go ahead and drop this album this year, because I'm gonna go ahead and check out this Larry June album, because I'm definitely slipping.
Yeah. It's something. It's something.
I like Larry June.
Yeah. He's different. But,
he's like her production is amazing on her album. No Name.
But it's
like my brother came to me earlier today. He was like, No Name dropped album. What is it like? I was like, amazing production, not much flow to it. Socialism. That is literally No Name. I showed my friend Ice Spice. She hated her music video. So you ready?
Ice Spice is.
Are you ready?
Hang on. Let's get the laughs out first.
Okay.
I found the video, by the way. This is what it sounds like.
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart, because my heart is so big. People betray me, and I keep forgiving them. I need somebody.
Like that's just one of the many bits of that whole interview. You can't lie. When that interview came out, memes followed.
He did it on purpose. He knew.
I know.
He knew. Carrot Top is crazy.
Don't disrespect Carrot Top like that.
Don't disrespect Ice Spice like that.
Don't disrespect Carrot Top like that. All right, let's get to this list. Now I want to preface this.
Do you want to start from 50 or you want to start at 1?
Let's start at 50. I want to preface this by saying I saw it. I honestly wasn't angry. The reason I wasn't angry is because I knew.
You knew?
Huh?
We've done enough of these and you knew?
Yes, because we haven't had a good list.
No, we have not had a good list
ever.
No.
The only good time we've done a list is when we've done that tier system.
I think that was a list that we made, though.
Yes, I know what I'm saying.
So
those weren't even
if we don't make the list, it's trash. Basically,
yes, basically. Or put this way, not even that it's trash. It's like if we don't make the list ourselves, put in the tier system, it won't make sense.
All right, let's start at number 50. Is Ice Spice.
Well, first of all, let's talk about who was left off of it.
Okay, so first of all, we're talking. This is the Complex's top 50 rappers in New York.
The whole state of New York.
Not
just the boroughs. The whole state of New York. So for those listening and watching, I want you to put that in perspective.
Part of New York.
Think of. Well, no, I was going to get to that. I want everybody listening and watching to put that into perspective, how big the state of New York is. And they named 50 rappers from the state. And this is the list they came up with. Who did they leave off?
Papoose.
Who else did they leave off?
Mano.
Yes. Who else did they leave off?
West Side Gun.
Conway the Machine. Benny the Butcher.
The entire Griselda.
They basically left off everybody from Griselda. You said Papoose, right?
Yeah, Papoose.
I don't see Sheik Blake Plies?
Boz.
Oh, Boz, yeah.
Boz
They left off the third member of the Locks on here. Sheik Luch isn't on here. I think it's what his name is.
Yeah.
Is that what his name is? Sheik Luch? I want to get that right.
So you ready? So, like we said, number 50 is Ice Spice.
Yeah, Sheik Luch, Styles P, and Jadakiss. The third member of the Locks isn't on here. That's crazy.
So all the rappers that we just named: Nano, Papoose,
Westside Gun, Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine. Basically all of them. The whole label.
Ice Spice is better than all of them. Wow. Number 49, Pharaoh Monk. Hold on.
I just had a song. This is his song. Wait, can we play it? I don't think
no, because it's copyrighted. What's the name of the song? I
literally just had it on my list. Hang on.
Hold on. Let me pull this. I'm gonna pull this list up on my other computer real quick so I can look up this.
Simon Says. You know the song. Dun 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 dun. No. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's him.
Okay. I'll allow it. Diddy is number 48.
Does Diddy even rap? Does he rap?
Diddy is not a good rapper.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, because I'm mostly seeing him like produce or just be somewhere with a bottle of Ciroc.
A good rapper. This could have been Papoose in this list right here. Exhibit A. I'm about to mute you.
Bet. Kick him out. Get him out of here. Hey, you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. Is she even from New York?
Is she from New York? I'm not looking. I didn't ask.
Man, I don't want to do this to my phone, but we'll do it anyway. There ain't no way she's from New York.
No. Save yourself. Number 47, Biz Markie. Rest in peace.
I did it anyway.
Why?
Because I don't love my life. She's not even from New York. She's from Florida.
She does look like somebody from Florida. It all makes sense now. So 47 is Biz Markie. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
46 Styles P. Right. Number 45, Jim Jones.
I had a conversation about Jim Jones at work yesterday. How crazy is it that he's named after the cult leader?
That's the only song I know about Jim Jones.
That's crazy.
What, does he have any other hits? Hold on. No, that song was so hot back when we were in middle school, though.
Which one?
We can say fly, no lie. You know it. Bowen!
It was hot.
Hot champagne. I kind of remember that, but it won't. We Fly High. We Fly High was that. Would you say that might have been like the hottest song during our time in middle school?
It was up there.
If not the number one, it was definitely top 5.
It was up there.
Yeah. Number 4, Grand Puba.
That's before our time.
That's got to be the name. Just sounds old. The album art looks before 1992.
Yeah.
All right. Number 43, Mel Mel.
Melly Mel. He currently dropped a diss track on Eminem, which people are killing him for.
Why is he dissing Eminem?
So apparently he said in an interview that how did I put this? All right, so let me read it. So back on the art of in the art of dialogue, right?
Mhm.
Eminem stated, Melly Mel stated in March. Mel stated that if Eminem wasn't white, he wouldn't be considered one of the top 5 rappers alive, which I countered with, that's wrong. The reason why Eminem is one of the top 5 rappers alive is because he uses words like nobody's ever seen before, except by a few other people. Am I wrong?
No. However, it was a benefit to him. Which again, we've said that he has made note of.
Yeah, that was literally the next thing I was about to say. He has literally made note of this. He has made lists himself where he is not the top of them. He does not say he is the GOAT.
Right.
He doesn't say this about himself.
So this is all a moot point.
It really is.
Moving on.
So this is all according to the Billboard's top 50 greatest rappers of all time, which came out earlier this year. M was ranked at 5. Mel was ranked at 48. The comments went mostly unnoticed until last week when M addressed this on a feature verge on The Realist. He said, guess I really no right to complain much. Hip hop has been good to me. But when they say that I'm only top 5 because I'm white, why would I be stunned? My skin color's working against me because second I should be to none. Being white ain't why they put me at 5. It's why they can't put me at 1.
There you go.
He said he went on to address Mel directly in the verse. Shout out to the Furious 5 and Grandmaster Flash, but boy, that's someone who really is furious. Stay out of his path, his wrath avoid, and I'll be the last to toy with the juice head whose brain is like half destroyed. Like a meteor hit it. There went Melly Mel. We lost his asteroids.
Yeah, Melly Mel, you should have never done that. Moving on, number 42 is Sean Price. Again, this got to be one that's kind of underground because I've never heard of him.
Here was Mel's response on his own diss track. The top 5 is cap. You piss on the floor, you the piss that's on the floor in the elevator of rap. Why you ducking on the game? Then he said, why you ducking on the game? Yeah. Yeah. He didn't duck the game. I didn't even listen to what the game put out, but I've heard from other people who said they heard it and they said it wasn't it.
Nobody's
scared of
the game.
Who's
Did he change your heart about himself?
I don't think I think he's always been. I think since he's been sober, he's had a lot to really think about.
Number 41 is ASAP Rocky.
That's fair. I mean, Rocky's good.
Yeah. 40's Cool Mo D.
That's before my time.
I know Cool Mo D though. Okay. 39 is Noriega.
Oh, okay. All right.
38 is MC Light. I keep forgetting you from New York.
Yeah.
Number 7, Ja Rule. Where would I be without my baby?
Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again.
What? Did that sound like Ja Rule?
Where
would I be without you?
Sounded strained.
That's how he sounds.
That is exactly how he sounds. That's crazy how he got famous like that.
That's how he used to rap back in the day.
I know that is.
Cool Keith is at number 36.
You can tell for those old heads listening, you can tell we're telling our age by the fact that we're having to look up some of these people.
Nah, bro, this dude scales his name with a K. You already know he old.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody spelling cool with a K no more in 2023. This man's name is Cool Keith. Oh my gosh. Hey, you check out that new Cool Keith? I'm about to start using that for kids. Mr. Pierce, you listen to K-Flop? Nah, listen to Cool Keith. You old. And
next is
ODB.
Yeah.
Not the wrestler.
Hold on.
Did he just leave me? What? But while Isaac was in handles whatever business he's got to handle, should I do that? Just tell the kids I listen to my favorite rapper is Cool Keith. Cool Keith. I'm looking at Cool Keith's discography now on Apple. I don't know any of these songs. He's done a song with MF Doom. If that means anything to anybody, so MF Doom. Superheroes featuring MF Doom. Say it was Snoop. It's not. What Snoop? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Civic now? Snoop Dogg is not from New York. Snoop Dogg is from the West Coast, California. Big Crippin', spending cheese, not as Big Crippin'. Where did he go?
Who are you looking for?
Oh, you.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Oh, where'd you go?
I had to take a phone call.
Oh. I didn't hear it this time, surprisingly. Number 34 is Foxy Brown. Again, this is an old rapper.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody calling themselves Foxy no more.
Yeah.
She's fine.
That's what Russell Wilson calls Sierra. We're back.
Oh, it's football season, baby.
We're back.
It's football season. Russell Wilson's notes are back.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
God, I felt like a breath of fresh air. Is it
Jizza, Gizza, GZA?
It's the Jizza.
The Jizza is 33.
Yeah.
That name just sounds so sus now.
Imagine
calling yourself Jizza.
It's he's like, I think it's RZA's brother, I think.
Yeah. I know it's connected with RZA.
Yeah.
At least RZA is like, you can kind of play with RZA now because like I got the RZA. All right, go to sleep, Exhibit Nay. Fab is number 32. So Fab at 32. Fat Joe. So much don't dance. We just pull up.
They're cousins.
Do the rock away. Lean back.
They're cousins, by the way.
Lean back.
The RZA and the Jizza are cousins.
Okay. 30 at number 30 we have Cool G Rap. 29 we got Big L.
Yeah. I took time to listen to some of his stuff, to go through his discography. Like, he's legit.
At number 28 we got Pastor Mace.
Yeah, he is preacher now.
27 Pop Smoke.
Why? Why? I mean, God bless the dead, but why?
God bless the dead, but why?
Yes. Over Big L. over two members of Wu-Tang. Over a member of the Locks. Nah.
Over Ja Rule.
Nah, that ain't it.
Number 26, Raekwon.
The chef, Raekwon. Should be higher, but Oh, by the way, Inspector Deck isn't on here either, which is frustrating.
25 is probably the most egregious number right now. Bell Callis is at 25.
Over the show. When I saw this, right? I wasn't even, like I said, I wasn't mad because I had to remember every list has been trash. Also, why? Is there something? So there must be something about these people that I don't know. You know what I mean? It must be. It must be. I must be in some kind of genjutsu.
Me too.
Whenever these people, we must be in some kind of genjutsu that whenever these people make music, we're not hearing it correctly. Because obviously, whoever is making these lists hears something that we don't. That's my only explanation.
It's an enigma.
You know what I mean?
24 Q-Tip.
Yes, Q-Tip should be on here.
Fife
should be on here too. Honestly, they should be on here as a group.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You could put Fife where Cardi B is.
23 is Run.
Or where Pop Smoke is. Or where Ice Spice is.
Ice Spice shouldn't be on this list at all.
No.
Honestly, Del Cal shouldn't be on this list either, but that's just
Pop Smoke shouldn't be on here either. I don't care.
Yeah. And that Papoose should be on this list, but here we are.
Like I said, it's the entire state of New York. You took the entire state. It is 2023. You mean to tell me you couldn't find 50 rappers from the entire state of New York, and 3 of them on here have been out for the last 10 years?
Ice Spice has been out for like 2 years. Not even 2 years.
That's my point.
And somehow,
in 50 years of hip hop,
he is over the 5 fingers of death. You don't understand. I got New York City in the palm of my hands. I can make a tight fist and make it crumble ridiculous.
Or I can smack the world
with a New York
hammer fist.
See? Now, give me a bar from Ice Spice.
No, I was just gonna follow what Papoose because you said Papoose said I got Staten Island on my pinky, Queens on my thumb,
dude. What's my middle finger
screaming you. The ice on my Manhattan, so they the ring finger. You know I had to keep Brooklyn on the trigger finger.
Boy, I'm about to go listen to the Touch and Mega remix again. That was boy, that Mega remix was
y'all young kids. Y'all see, oh my gosh, I just did it again. Y'all don't know. Y'all have no idea.
Boy.
Y'all understand the impact of like when you have 8 of the best artists in the day on one song.
And Neo.
And
no disrespect to Neo, but
Mary Blige was on there
spitting.
Mary J. Blige was on there spitting. And then he come want to sing. He want to bring light skin into it.
What? Oh, I do so good and it's really good and it's kind of cute. I was like, bro, get out of here.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
No, but hang on. While we're on that, let's pause. Think about it. Yeah, DMX. Papoose. Mary J. Blige. Lloyd Banks.
Dog.
Rod Digger. Missy
Rod
Elliott.
Digger went in, boy.
Missy Elliott.
Where am I from?
Neo.
Rod sounds like she's from New York too. Hold on.
Wait, isn't Lloyd from New York too?
Oh, good. Okay, never mind. She's from New Jersey.
Lloyd's from Baltimore. Lloyd is from Baltimore.
I could never tell because that man don't sound like he's from Baltimore.
He really don't. Like
I have never heard this man on some time that she used that avenue.
You said Roz from where?
You know the jig is stupid.
You said
Roz from New Jersey. Jiggy ain't gonna jiggy to stupid. I love how Baltimoreans talk, bro. It's like black people went to like the UK and just took over.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Earn.
That's out of pocket. It's true, but like
no, I've been doing this for like a few years now. I even had the kids thinking for one point I was from Baltimore. Because at a point I just started doing it and not even thinking about it. So like, hey, it's how your shoes. It's how your who? It's how your shoes. How your shoes. I need about 2 of y'all.
Chief. I heard it. I heard it. I heard it. I heard it.
Not 2, 2.
No, but yeah, y'all won't understand the power of a mega collab.
I'm still mad at myself that I didn't boss up when I was in Detroit.
Anyway,
Sean East at number 22.
Do you do 23?
Yeah, that was Run.
That was the Rev Run, right?
Rev Run. Whose house?
Ron's house.
There we go. I thought you were
He is from New York.
You were about to say the wrong thing, boy.
You thought what?
One house around here.
What would you think of? What did you think I was gonna say?
Some guy from Washington.
Yes.
Swerve.
Chuck D. Yes, absolutely.
METH at number 21.
Yep. Slick Rick. Absolutely. Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy. Okay. Yassine Bey at 18.
The man formerly known as Mos Def.
Cameron at 17.
Yep. Jadakiss.
Oh, you cannot tell me that is probably one of the dopest like ad libs like before somebody raps.
Well, I'd say that or hey yo from West Side. That's up there.
Let me see. So you got Jadakiss. You got Ayo from West Side. We got Wayne just lighting up the blunt.
Yeah.
Who else has another one?
The Butcher coming.
I like Benny's. I know you don't. I don't know how you really care about this rapper, but what's his name? 42 Dub.
What does he do? I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of cold.
Go back and listen to what's the song that he did with Tyler.
Wait, which one?
Oh,
Lemonhead.
Yeah. Hold on. Who sounds Irish? Leon just said that's why I sound Irish. When I first heard it, because he did a song with Lil Baby, We Paid. When that junk happened, I was like, yo, that's kind of tough. He don't be talking about nothing, but I like his intro. 15, Big Punisher. 14, MF Doom. 13, Ghostface Killer. Number 12, Little Kimberly. You listen to the song right now, aren't you? Number 11, Prodigy. Who is Prodigy? The name sounds familiar, but I just can't put a finger on it. He's listening to the song. Okay, one of 50 dudes. 50s dudes.
Yeah, it's kind of cold.
Okay, so you were just listening to it.
Yeah.
All right, now I found something I have a problem with. It's top 10. Number 10. KRS-One should be in the top 5. I'm sorry.
Yes, I will agree with that.
KRS-One should be in the top 5.
What do they call him? The teacher?
He's the teach.
Yeah.
KRS-One might be one of the greatest, like lyrically, one of the greatest rappers.
First of all, I also have an issue. MF Doom, like, not an issue, but yeah, MF Doom being on here is absolutely necessary.
Yeah, MF Doom is a legend.
Yeah.
I had a kid that even knew about MF Doom. I was like, okay, you got a little bit of culture in you.
Yeah, Inspector Deck from New York City. You know where he's not? On this list.
Busta Rhymes at number 9.
Yes.
I'll take it. Honestly, this top 10, I don't think I'm going to really change anything. I see why Nicki's on this list.
No, I see why she's on the list, but like she shouldn't be over KRS.
8 DMX. Honestly, I would put Nicki at 10.
Yeah. And move everybody else up one. Well,
everybody else up one, except for KRS-One, I would throw at 3.
Over Rakim?
I'm gonna say Big, Nas, KRS-One, Rakim, Hove.
So who's your one?
My one is Big. And I know the sus lyrics and whatnot. And I know we've had the
They
conversation
were very sus lyrics.
ad nauseum, but still, it's my goat.
If I had my way, I would put KRS. I would put X at one for now, not for nostalgic value, because I remember listening to DMX very young, but I can get, if anything, I would put Nas at one.
And chat, if y'all have any input, if you do want to join in the YouTube chat, I have put the link to the stream to the restream in the chat.
I do think the
Take on it.
5 is solid.
It's your opportunity. This is
Cool.
your time. This is your hour.
Beyond Nas being at 3, the 5 is solid.
Yeah.
Because the way I heard some Bomani Jones put it when he was talking about it was like, the reason why Jay-Z is considered the GOAT is because of capitalism. In the sense that he took, that's a random statement.
Who was looking at his hands is my question.
They say because Hove, Jay-Z took where he was and like moved up, but he doesn't, he's not talking about the same stuff. I forgot how you put it. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I forgot how you put it. But I would say he like kind of managed to dominate through the capitalism of it, which makes sense. LP should be somewhere on this list because LP's from New York. One half of Run the Jewels.
Let's look at all. Let me see New York rappers. Let me just pull up a list of New York rappers and see how many rappers got snubbed.
For God's sake. All right, so Culture Vultures made a list of top 30 rappers, New York rappers, 2023's best rappers from New York City.
Why am I now? I'm going to say, all right, we're going to do it. We're going to do
Number one, Jesus Christ.
Number one is Nicki Minaj. Is this all time or is this current?
I think this is a 2023.
It's still wrong, but okay.
Who?
Number two, Bell Callis is number. This list is already garbage.
This
ASAP number 3. Pop Smoke is number.
Bro, whoever made this list needs to get beat up.
Lil TJ number.
They need to get jumped. Bro, look at 6.
Why is Nas?
Whoever made this list needs to get jumped. They need to get hit with the Yaggity Boo. And we haven't used that since we watched Kamaru Usman knock out Jorge Masvidal off.
Yaggity Boo.
So they need to get hit with that.
Moving on. Let's continue with this list because French Montana at 7. A Boogie with the Hoodie at 8.
The main thing I'm trying to put into perspective. I'm trying to keep into perspective. It said 2023. That's the thing I'm trying to keep into perspective when going through this list.
In 2023, why is Pop Smoke on the list? No disrespect, but Pop Smoke been dead for like 2 or 3 years now.
He died what, 2020?
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
Joey Badass is at 12. Who is Sleepy Hollow?
Sleepy Hollow's on this list. I guess this is why the name of the website is Culture Vultures.
Young M.A. is at 14.
St. John?
Young M.A. is at 14.
Bobby Schroeder at 15. Okay.
Rich the Kid.
Fat Moving on.
Sheck West.
Why is Sheck West on this list?
Who the hell is Chef G?
Who is this? Where's Boz?
Who the hell is J.I.?
J.I.? No. I do know J.I. I do know J.I. He was on the Rap Game. He was in the last season of the Rap Game. I do remember J.I.
Was he good?
He was solid. I do remember J.I. the Prince of New York.
Dave East is on this list.
Dave East is boring to me.
Ice Spice is at 22.
Dusty Locane. I'd rather fight around at this point.
K-Flock. Who are these people?
K-Flock's the one that's in jail.
Who the fuck is 22 G's? That's literally his name, 22 GZ. Uncreative ass name.
Hey, if you're in my chat, you know these garbage rappers, let me know.
Rowdy Rebel.
Rowdy Rebel's crazy.
Ron Suno. Jake.
Let's look at these honorable mentions, okay?
B-Love.
B-Love with 2 E's. Nebu. No, I quit. Did you catch the name? Nebuchadnezzar.
No. Let me get off this thing. We're done. Culture Vulture, your list is trash.
No, now I'm interested in seeing these names now because this is bad. If that's bad, let's keep going. Stunner Gambino. Don Q, I've heard of him. Busy Banks, he sounds old. Ross Swish. Is he related to Taylor Swish?
What's wrong with you?
Eli Frost. E-Dot Baby. Jay Guapo. Mel Vonnie. Smokey Margiela. Curly Sav. Kenzo Bala. Bada TD. Smooth Ale. 26 AR.
Hip hop ain't making it another 50 years.
Rest in peace to Pop Smoke, Nick Blicky, Fred the Godson, King Shooter.
Hip hop is not making it another 50 years. It's not going to survive another 50 years. Not with these names.
Never.
These names alone tell me hip hop is not going to make it another 50 years.
No, dog, because this. No,
it's really not. It's not.
Because first of all, Nebuchadnezzar is crazy. And for those who do not know why we are laughing right now, is because both Isaac and I have grown up in the church, and as soon as we saw the name, we knew what the reference was. The name is a reference to the king Nebuchadnezzar. That's smart and stupid at the same time.
It's clever.
That's probably the most clever name we've read.
Anyway, rappers from New York by thefamouspeople.com. Number 1, Tupac.
Hold on. Where's this?
Oh my gosh, they left Tupac off that list.
He is from New York.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
That is insane.
He was born in New York.
He was born in East Harlem. That's insanity.
All right, let's look. Ranker seems to have something that looks decent. So let's see what Ranker has.
Well, I was on the famous people, which I think
I did not see that.
So they had Pac, Big, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, DMX, Nas.
Hold that thought.
Wait, you're on what, Ranker?
I know she likes to show up late to all her events, but how is Lauryn Hill neglected from that list?
She's from New York?
I'm on Ranker right now, and these are the top New York. These are the top rappers from New York.
The best New York rappers. I'm on Ranker myself, right?
Yeah, and she is.
So number 1 was Big, right?
Big, yeah.
Big, Nas, Jay-Z, Wu-Tang Clan as a whole. Mob Deep.
That's up here. Rakim, Method.
Yeah, DMX, Shakur,
Tribe,
Rakim, Method, Ghostface,
Big L,
Tribe, 50, MF Doom, Method
Joe.
Man and Red. Why they have Wu-Tang, Method Man
Did
by
we say
himself, and then
LL
Method
Cool
Man
J?
and Red? Huh?
Did we say LL Cool J on that list?
Yes, he was 5.
Okay. Eric B and Rakim, we said.
No, but they have Method Man, they have Method Man, and Red Man, and then Wu-Tang Clan.
As a member of the Fugees, a highly praised solo artist, Lauryn Hill broke barriers and blazed her own trail in the rap game. Born in East Orange, New Jersey, but closely connected to the New York music scene. Okay, that's why.
Okay, that's fair. Raekwon, ODB, Run DMC.
They only put Run on that list.
KRS-One, Public Enemy, Chuck D made it, so the Jizza, Slick Rick, Fab, Big Daddy Kane, ASAP Ferg, Davies, The Locks, Lil TJ, Q-Tip. He is a good actor. Fat Joe, The RZA, DJ Premier. Well, he's not a rapper, but he's a producer. Capone and Noriega. Queen Latifah.
She was
born in Newark, New Jersey, so no. Talib Kweli wasn't on that list.
Talib wasn't? Are you sure?
No, he wasn't. I'm positive. On the list we just read,
he was not. Dang.
He was not on that list. EPMD wasn't on the list either.
EPMD.
Eric Sermon and Parrish Smith. Heavy D wasn't on the list.
How do you forget Heavy D?
The Beastie Boys did make the list.
But they had to throw Ice Spice on the list, man.
That's crazy. De La Soul.
How many people they put that? Did they put anyone from De La Soul up there?
I'm about to check to make sure I'm not losing my mind or I'm not being biased. Hang on. De La Soul is. They're from Amityville, Long Island. So David Trugoy the Dove. I think Trugoy just passed. Vincent Maceo Mason, and Kelvin Posnuus Mercer.
They definitely missed De La Soul.
Yeah, I think Trugoy just passed. Yeah, Trugoy passed earlier this year.
That's crazy how they just like neglected De La Soul.
So they neglected like an entire generation, essentially.
But Ice Spice.
Yeah, but
you thought I was telling you? Y'all can have the Ice Spice messed up. I'm sorry.
Y'all can have it. Y'all can have that. You can have your Sexy Red. I know we talked about it earlier before. She has our empathy, but we don't want her music.
We don't want her music. I keep hearing that there's another song now that's trending of hers. Like, you like my voice? No, I don't like your voice.
No, I don't.
This list was trash. Per usual.
Can we get a good list? Like, for real?
Bro.
I just want a good list.
I would
like a good, logical list.
Good list is the moment I would do a handstand on stream.
By the way, why is Toni Storm looking like Marilyn Monroe?
Toni Storm is not cute.
That's a take.
I never found her attractive.
That's certainly a take. I mean, oh snap! Hang on, I gotta make sure. Oh, I know what I wanted to watch. Why I wanted to watch Collision is because House of Black is going to defend against CMFTR.
I forgot. I have not watched Collision in a while. Probably the second episode was the last time I watched Collision.
I'm thinking about go get food, but the question is, what do I want to eat?
I gotta get songs right for church.
Yeah, you do. You do.
But I got church in the morning. Church.
Why? So I understand. Duke made a good point. I like the thing with going on with Cole and MJF. I think it's interesting. However, why are they wrestling twice?
Who?
Cole and MJF. I don't.
Because they are the most over thing they have going on in the company.
I understand that, but I don't want them wrestling twice. I understand how over they are, and I get it. Trust me, I get it. But I don't want them to beat Aussie Open for those tag titles. I think Aussie Open can lose those tag titles to a better team. I think there's definitely a better team out there who's worthy of those titles, like the Infantry.
Honestly, Aussie Open doesn't need to be on all in. They need, and I already know what's going to.
But they're not. They're on 0 hour, so
there. They could have used. I'm gonna say it. If they could have Ring of Honor championships being defended on AEW TV all the time, why can't we see Athena?
I get it. I'm with you.
When was the last time Athena was shown on the AEW TV?
That's a good point. Not even gonna argue with you. Not gonna argue with you.
I see out of the blue we're gonna get Diamante on TV now. I've been asked for Diamante for months now.
We were asking for years when she was feuding with Swole.
That should have been on TV. As popular, that was probably the most talked about thing that I've ever seen on Dark since Ben Carter. And they couldn't keep Ben Carter because of reasons. But
still, the most egregious thing AEW has ever done is Swole won won her feud with Britt Baker and didn't get a title shot.
Swole didn't get another TV match for like months.
Yeah. Mind you, that was on a pay-per-view. That opened a pay-per-view. That opened Double or Nothing.
I remember that.
That opened Double or Nothing, and she didn't get a title shot after that. But it's also crazy. You know who else didn't get a title shot after he won the feud? Sami Zayn.
At least Sami Zayn's still in the company that he's wrestling for.
Fair enough. No, but you're right. But still, like, because I remember back in 2016 watching that amazing match at Battleground he had with Kevin Owens. I'm thinking he should get a title shot after this. But nope, later that year, Kevin Owens, Universal Champion.
If this man don't give him the belt back, he won the belt.
Oh, you talking about Christian?
No, Luchasaurus.
Yeah, no. I'm saying but Christian has the belt, but this wild. Well, I have to go because I got to get some food, and then I am going to try to go to sleep so I can get up at what is it? What was my alarm set for? 1:30 because the G1 final starts at 2. So, huh?
You have fun with that.
I will.
I'm going to go to sleep and not wake up until about 8 o'clock.
Cool.
And I probably won't do anything song related until then.
All right, then. The Cowboys lost their game 28-23. So, but
you do the same. Well, it's been yuck. Are you yucking us waking up for church? Hey, I'm not one of those new Christians, man. I was raised by the old saints. Yeah. It's okay. Me, Moral, and Peach, we will all be praying for you, Leon.
All right. That's all I got.
I'll bully y'all later. I'm going to get up out of here. Peace, love, pop stars. Always remember to drink your water. We out of here.